It's time for us to play Will They or Won't They. We've been doing this the last few years. I always enjoy it. We got the five of us, the media guys up here and over. We got the VFLs lined up like the Temptations over there. They're ready with their thumbs to tell us whether or not something will or won't happen. So let's come back to me. We're just going to play a little tennis here, ping pong back and forth. Here's your first question. Quarterback Grayson McCall transferred from Coastal Carolina to NC State with more than 10,000 passing yards under his belt. He's already got 10,000 passing yards in his career as he starts his year at NC State. He threw for 318 yards and 3 touchdowns in their opener versus Western Carolina. Will Grayson McCall throw for 300 yards versus Tennessee? No. Nobody thinks so. All right, question. No, we got no disagreement over there, so I'll just throw this out there. Does that have more to do with your belief in the defensive line than it does your belief in the secondary?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I expected. Okay. Bob Hodge, I'll start with you. Do you agree he's not going to go for 300 against the Vols?
No, I disagree. I think he will because they're going to be behind and they're going to throw a lot. So he'll get 300. That doesn't mean that much.
Okay, very good. Next question. Wolfpack receiver Kevin Concepcion had 10 touchdown catches in his first season a year ago. He scored 3 more against Western Carolina. The guy's a touchdown machine. Will this 511, 187-pound Charlotte native going home score twice against Tennessee on Saturday? No, yes. Well, of course, the Joy Boys say no. All right, I know why they're saying no. Let me ask Will and Marlon why you say yes, he will get 2 touchdowns. Back to the secondary?
Yeah, I think you've got a guy that has shown he's been able to make some plays. I think we're not gonna hold him out to 0, so the more likely guy that's gonna make their plays is gonna be not on the ground, but the small, wide, fast wide receiver that can make a guy miss.
Right.
Gets one early, gets another one late when the ball game's out of hand.
Okay, there we go.
And they like to line him up at several different positions too. And I tell you, he made one play where he caught a ball in the middle and made 2 or 3 people miss and scored. So, I mean, he was really impressive watching them. But it's against Western Carolina.
Do you agree or disagree that he'll get 2 scores against the Vols?
I think he can get 2 against
Can or will?
I think he will.
There you go. Have to put a gun to your head to make you answer. All right, here we go. Dave Doran, who UT once talked to after the Schiano uprising, he's known for his defense, but State gave up 361 yards, including 120 on the ground, to the Catamounts of Western Carolina. Will Tennessee go over 200 yards rushing on Saturday versus NC State? We got a yes. We got all yeses. There's no disagreement over there. You're all feeling pretty okay. We'll let the happy guys. You just don't think there's any way they can slow Tennessee's run game?
I had an opportunity to watch some of that game, and I just what we have up front with the way Dylan's playing and the continuity, we didn't have to worry about our offense of throwing the ball downfield. We talked about earlier. It's going to open up some holes in the middle, and I think we're going to get a lot of yards running.
They didn't out physical the team they played, and that was a little bit surprising. So I mean, when we're talking about on that level, it wasn't just playing down. It didn't look like you had the athletes that were necessarily a high step above.
I tell you this too, that middle linebacker went out early with a targeting penalty. I think he's the guy on their defense. He went out early.
Yeah, I think the threat of Nico, the performance of the wide receivers last week is going to open up more holes this week for the running back.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. Josh, do you agree or disagree Tennessee's going to go over 200 yards rushing?
Can't fade the VFLs here, can I? I believe in Tennessee's run game. Dylan Sampson could have a home run play, so I'll go over.
Okay, very good. Last one. NC State gave up only 24 sacks all last season. They gave up 1 versus Western Carolina. Will Tennessee's defensive line record 2 sacks on Saturday? Everybody says yes. Only got 1 against Chattanooga.
2. JP is going to have 2.
Okay.
Here we go.
So he's going to. Will there be cause for concern if Tennessee doesn't record some sacks against NC State?
Yes.
You'll be 2 games in, and your defensive line won't have lived up to the hype.
Maybe. It depends. Like, if you have interceptions but no sacks,
Okay.
could be precious.
How are they throwing the game too? Like, is it a short passing game?
Yeah.
If you're seeing dropbacks and you're not getting to them, then yeah, that becomes a part where you say,
Hey guys, we got the #1 draft pick on our team right now at defensive end. He's got to go get it. We got to get sacks.
There you go. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you, Marlon.
Don't worry. He's ready.
Jimmy, will Tennessee's defensive line record 2 sacks?
Yes, I think they will. I don't think they'll implement the same game plan as Chattanooga, which is to get it out of your hand, throw it quick, don't take a sack. I also think Tennessee will get a lead. It'll force NC State to throw more, and I think Tennessee will get at least 2 seconds.
Yeah, and Grayson McCall he was a little out of sync in the opener. It'll be interesting to see if he's more on target against Tennessee.
Okay, very good. When we come back, Chuck will be delivering the first Cavaleris line of the season. We're going to play a little Beat the House. We change the rules every year. We changed them again. I changed them early this morning. So we'll explain the rules, and we'll play our first round, and we'll talk quite a bit about Tennessee, NC State next on the Sports Source.